In your music career, what is the craziest story that you can tell us about any fan reactions?
Okay. Um, Aside from the rock star stuff that happened when we was Dirt Road Records, man, so here recently, probably 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. I got this phone call, and I didn't have a number saved in my phone, so like the number came up, but then it's like the person's name also came up, and so I answered it, and he was like, he was like, "What's up, man?" I like, "What's up?" He said, "It's King Pimpin." I said, "Yeah, it's King Pimpin." He's like, "Man, I just want to tell you this, man. Your music bumping in the motherfucker." He's like, "Man, your music bumping in the motherfucker." And I made, man, the biggest smile came on my face, and I'm looking like, because I never had talked to the dude. I mean, I know who he is. I know who he is. But I never talked to him. We never had a conversation or nothing. Um, He's like, "Man, your music bumping in the motherfucker." I was like, "Man, I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that, man. What you got going on?" He was like, "Oh, nothing, man. I just wanted to call and tell you that, bro." I said, "That's all we doing?" He was like, "Yeah, that's all we doing, man." Like, "All right." He's like, "All right." Hung up. Like, that was Monday. That was on a Monday morning. And he was dead on Wednesday. I don't know. So I get he had cancer or whatever. He was so I imagine that he knew that he was, that his health was declining. So man, he just wanted to call and tell me that. That's to me like, that meant the world.
Tell us about some of those crazy fan reactions or crazy days that you witnessed during the Dirt Road days. So you were in a group called Century 21, right?
Yeah, we Central 21 was me, Charles Martell, C. Wright. We started in Arkansas. We started in Marvel. Um, we started recording in Little Rock, Second Street Studio. This is probably 2000, probably end of 99, 2000. No, you know what? I was able to keep up with how old Shake Junt is. That was like our first hit, Shake Junt, because we recorded Shake Junt the day that my daughter was born, October 2nd, 2000. So yeah, me, Charles Martell, and C. Wright, man, we was Central 21, and when we moved to Fayetteville, C. Wright moved before we did. So C. Wright moved, and then I moved second, and then Charles moved last. I think that's how it went. It was so long ago, man. But um, so when we got up here, man, we formed Dirt Road Records, which initially was Ace Mack, Bolo Ying, uh, Kuda B, uh, Loke, uh, Charlie Mack, Lil Dirty. Those are the original people. The original, we had affiliates and stuff after that, but those were like the original Dirt Road people. Free Lil Dirty too, man. Lil Dirty been in there for a long time, man. Repping Dirt Road. He was one of the hardest repping Dirt Road. I think he been locked up close to 20 years, But man, so one one day, man, after a show, we we killed it. Like we killed the show. I mean, it was our. I think we was one of the only, one of the only rap people that was actually doing their own shows up here. We did the music hall with Jeremy, but anyway, man, one night it's the craziest that I ever it's the craziest that I ever experienced. We did a show, music hall one night. Uh Girl, man, she took me. I don't want to put nobody else's name in there, but another member took me and another member in the bathroom, and it got ugly. We got she, yeah, she was good to us. I put it like that. She was good to and then we went in the manager's office. Me, C. Wright, him, a couple other girls, and they started enjoying each other. They started enjoying each other. They let us watch. They didn't want us to join. They just let us watch. So yeah. But then one of the girls that was in that situation, we went to we went back to what we call the Dirt Road headquarters, man, and she it's just this one girl. There was about 8 of us, and she treated us really, really nice. She treated us really, really, really nice. Yeah, I mean, right there in the open, like she was right there on the couch, and we was just like lined up, like everybody was just lined up. You know what I'm saying? Just lined up, and I think that's the craziest groupie story I got. You know what I mean? It's been some other stuff, but I think that's the craziest one. That was the craziest night ever. You know.
Who do you think is the most underrated talent that Century 21 Dirt Road had?
Oh, without question, Charles Martell. I know I'm biased because he been my homeboy for a long time. Like he been my homeboy for but I know if people see this and they know, like they know, bro, I don't know. I know I've never been around nobody who can rap like him. And I'm saying, like, I be listening to like the industry people, and to me, they're not as good as him. But that, like I say, people might say that I'm biased because that's my homeboy, but absolutely, he's on another to me, he's on another level. Like as far as like rap, like just like rapping, lyricism, and like flow, all of that stuff. Like to me, he's on another level. He's on definitely the most underrated, the most underrated rapper that I know, without question. And C. Wright not far behind. C. Wright, he's super hard too. Like C. Wright is damn good. Like I'm talking about damn good. But you ask who the most, I just feel like Charles is the most underrated. Absolutely.
Why do you think it's so hard for artists to be original?
I think insecurities about who they are, like and relaying, like and them being who they are, relaying it to the public. They'll probably think that the public think that it's not interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like their lifestyle is not interesting enough, or the way they came up. Like everybody talking about everybody didn't come up roaches and rats. Everybody just did. Like it's not like that's not everybody's story. But it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good, like rags to riches, like that always sounds the best. But like people's story, I don't feel like people are confident enough in their own story. You know? Like if you are who you are, it's going to resonate with somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna resonate to somebody. Somebody's gonna feel it. Somebody's gonna understand it. Even if they haven't went through it themselves, they still gonna understand it. So I feel like insecurity. I feel like a lot of people are insecure.
What do you think is holding people back from achieving the goal that they set out to achieve? Like, you know, is it?
It's a lot of factors. It's a lot of factors. I'm gonna tell you one for sure. Like, it's stuff that happen in life. Like, you're gonna grieve, you're gonna get sick, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be tired, all that kind of stuff. But I think people, and this goes back to the time management thing. People, when you go, that's stuff that we all gonna go through. We all gonna grieve, we all gonna be tired, we all gonna be sick. But I think in our minds, we think that the world stops. When you sick, take care of yourself. You know, do what you gotta do, take care of yourself. But you gotta understand, like, stuff is still moving. Stuff is still moving. When you grieve, you're gonna lose people. You're gonna lose people, you're gonna lose things. You gotta have time to grieve. Like, that's real. But time don't stop. Like, it keeps moving. Like, it don't, you tired, you sleepy. I get it. Sleep. You need sleep to survive. But goddamn it, don't think that the time gonna stop. Like, everything gonna keep moving. So the longer you stay there, the longer stuff gonna keep moving. When you get there, it's gonna be changed. It ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? I think that we think just because we stop, everything else stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's a thing that holds us back the most. People take breaks off music and they come back and they just be like, I'm here. Come on, man. Embrace me. But music changed. I haven't stopped. It done changed so much while I haven't stopped. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think? So you think you just gonna come through and everybody gonna embrace you? Everybody you took a year off, bro. You took a year off. You took a year off. People think that people sleeping on them. Like, bro, you released 2 songs this year. You shot 1 video this year. Ain't nobody sleeping on you. They sleep because you ain't did nothing. You ain't woke them up. Like, you ain't did nothing. Come on, bro. Like, people think just based off talent that you're going to get to this, you're going to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, talent is only part of it. Like, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. Do the work. Yeah, man. That stuff combined, I think that's the reason. I think that's what's holding us back, you know.
How do you feel about the payout for artists, like streaming, making money with the streams? And how can local artists really sustain a lifestyle of music? Like,
man, you gotta do more than so a lot of people think that now, don't get me wrong, DistroKid, all them people, man, they are TuneCore, like all them people, they are raping the artists. They're raping the artists. But I will say this. It's a good tool to just get your music out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a good tool to get your music. I feel like in a few years, we're going to figure out a way that we're going to capitalize and we ain't going to need them. But right now, I feel like, just for now, it's good to just get your music in different places. Like, get your music out there, get it heard. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. But to sustain a lifestyle, bro, you gotta merch. You gotta sell your merch. You gotta do live shows. You gotta do your own live shows, man. Like, that's the only way you're gonna make a substantial amount of money. You gotta have a side hustle. I'm not telling you that you should have a job, because that's not my business. Like, if you don't want to have, like, that's fine. You ain't gotta have no job, but you gotta have some kind of way to, because coming up as an artist, man, unless you're already there, unless you already made it, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make the money that you want to make. You know what I mean? It got to be some kind of source of income. So, yeah, man, yeah. But my advice to you: go on, put your music out there. Go on, put your music, because if unless you're afraid of not being able to make more songs and make money off, like, put the songs out there, bro. Put the songs out there for consumption. Like, don't sit on that stuff. Like, I only put, like, I feel like you just gotta, like, different, like you gotta throw your hats in the fire. Like, different, merch, live shows. Once you get to a place, charge for features, charge for appearances, charge for Charge for interviews. Charge for, you know what I'm saying? Charge. But you got to find a way to sustain a lifestyle. You know what I mean? You have to do that.
How do you feel about women not wanting to be given everything, but so they want to get their own, they want to make their own way, they want to pave their own way in life, particularly when they're in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
You know, women don't really want anything from their man, or whoever they with. How do you feel about the emergence of those type of women that we're dealing with now compared to how things used to be in the past?
I feel like women have more of a voice now. I feel like, and I feel like deservingly so. Like, my issue is, like, I just don't want them to get away from the nurturing part of it. Like, still be a nurturer, still be a loving companion, still be a loving mother. You know what I'm saying? Still have those qualities. But I feel like they should be able to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should be able to, like, if she wants a career, she should be able to go have a career. Like, why not? Like, why not? Like, where anywhere does it say a woman shouldn't be successful? Like, she got every right to be successful. She got every right. Now, as far as us, man, I feel like we should support them. Like, we should support them as well as they should support us. The thing is that the whole breadwinner thing starts to come into it. You know what I'm saying? The breadwinner. And, you get online and people be talking about, well, 50-50. If I ain't paying 50, if I'm paying 50-50, I'm going to find me somebody else. So if I'm like, but it's all about what works for y'all and y'all situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she make more money than you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she, and if she cool with that, what do anybody else got to say about it? You know what I'm saying? If you want to take care of her and you want her to stay at home, if she cool with that, what do everybody else? Like, everybody else don't. If y'all want to go 50-50, if that's y'all agreement and y'all understand it, like, it's all about what works for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not cool with that, that's fine. That's fine. Like, but man, people, like, everybody think that the thing that works for them or the thing that they think is right is what's right. You know what I'm saying? But why it can't be this way too? If they cool with that, it should be cool. You know what I'm saying? It should be cool with you. This my motto. If you like it, I adore it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel.
What advice do you have for particularly young black men and the struggles that they have now? And they've always had struggles. Okay. Coming up in this country, doing the things that they want to do, accomplishing dreams. At what point do they start to fall off course and they end up being lost? Does music have something to do with that?
Absolutely. Especially like with the younger people. Man, us as artists, man, we have a responsibility, whether we want it or not. Man, people are listening, especially young black men. Like, they're listening and they're impressionable. They're impressionable. Like, the impressions that you make on them, what they see and what they like is what they're going to gravitate towards that. They're going to gravitate towards whatever looks good to them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever looks good to them, they're going to gravitate towards that. So I think we have to really, really, as musicians and artists, we have to really monitor what we glorifying. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that we're putting on this pedestal, we have to really monitor that, and we have to really look at it and see, like, Is this the agenda that we want to push? You know what I'm saying, to the young black people, and young black men, bro. We got to understand that it's nothing harder on earth to be than a black man, especially in America. It's nothing. Everybody tries to dispute, like people try to dispute it, but you wouldn't understand unless you are black, a black man. Like, we're the bottom of the barrel. We're the bottom of the other nationalities and stuff. They look at us as the bottom of the barrel. Uh, uh, parents, parents raise their daughters not to not to date black men. You know what I mean? I mean, it just is what it is. Um, the thing is, man, is that, like, to me, for me, us being at the bottom and us being like us being the worst is lit. It's lit to me. Like, to me, it's like like that. You know, that makes me that gives me the fuel and stuff to keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, to change that narrative. You know what I'm saying? To change that. I mean, I want to. I want the day to come where a white person come by me and I lock my door. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to change that whole, you know, that whole, that we are what we, you know, that we're this one way, and that we're, you know, that we're thugs, and that we're criminals, and that we're, you know, that we're not the smartest. I feel like it's changing. I mean, I feel like it's changing, but then again, I feel like it's not. Like, it's one of those things that is getting better on the surface, but it's not really. It's still the same. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. We working on it.
What really motivates you to just keep going and doing the things that you're doing?
Man, life. Like, like, I really feel like God got me here for a reason. Like, I really feel like I done been through a lot of stuff. Like, in one of my raps, I said, should have been dead at 33 like Donny Hathaway. Like, I done did stuff to where I was supposed to be dead. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. And I feel like it's the reason that I'm here. The reason I'm here is to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? The reason that I think I'm here is to motivate people. You know what I'm saying? Motivate people to do, and people, they respond to what they see. They respond to, you know what I'm saying? And, like, man, it really make me feel good, bro, when I get a call to be like, man, you motivate me so much, man, to be, you know, to do this, man. Like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do. Now, usually they don't go through with it, but at least they, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least they see me, and that made them want to get up and do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to lead by, like, leading by example. To me, is doing it and putting it out there, and, like, letting people see that I'm gonna keep going, bro. I'm gonna keep going no matter what. I'm gonna know, man, all kind of stuff happen. Like, we talking about rock bottom. I done hit it. Well, Yin Yang say, I hit it 50, 11 times. You know what I'm saying? I done hit it 50, 11 times, and I'm still going, bro. I'm still going. So, like, I feel like you should too. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, entrepreneurship, whatever, man, just keep going. Keep going. Like, it's gonna be times. You think I've been doing this? I wrote my first rap in 1995, man. Like, I ain't doing great. I ain't doing, you know, I ain't rich or nothing. So, you know, it's times where I've been like, man, what is going on? Like, what do I do? What do I need to do? What's going, like, but I mean, it's gonna be times like that. But you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep going, man. You know.
If people want to get in contact with you, how would they?
Man, King Pimpin 870. Most stuff is King Pimpin 870. Like, I'm everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, all of the music platforms. Look me up. Man, my phone up. Nah, I ain't gonna get my phone up. But just hit me up, man. I'm everywhere. If you Google King Pimpin, all of my stuff will come up. So just hit me up.